one of your executive board members, here to inform you that we will be holding a DO drive from Monday, March 10th to Friday, March 21st. That is almost 2 weeks to get your dues in. Dues need to be paid in order for your class to pay for things like prom. Next year, we will be juniors, meaning we will have to pay for half of prom. You won't be able to buy prom tickets if your dues are not paid. It's $15 per year you've attended Chesapeake, including this year. At the end of our DO drive, we will be holding a class meeting Friday, March 28th to celebrate people paying their dues. You might even be able to see some of your favorite staff members do fun challenges like getting turned into a human sundae. Lots of challenges do involve participants, so please pay your dues in order to see these challenges.
All right, thank you, Tristan. And for more information regarding Class of 27 DO drive, please stay tuned for more information. Sounds redundant, but I do apologize for that.
Good morning. Welcome to the BNN Show. I'm your host, Jasmine Woodland.
And I'm Mr. Faust.
Today is Thursday, March 20th, 2025.
All right, we have Jasmine here today because we are getting ready to spotlight interns, and I wanted to say thank you for being the first one to come through. So I'm going to go ahead and let her start off with the Women's History Month.
And now we go to our Spotlight for Women's History Month. We would like to spotlight Victoria Woodhull, the first woman to run for president and the first female stockbroker on Wall Street. Victoria Woodhull achieved remarkable success in finance, journalism, and politics. As spiritualist and suffragist, Woodhull was an iconoclast who fought for her beliefs no matter how controversial they were at the time.
All right, and now let's go to this week's calendar. And for Thursday, we have Drama Club from 2:45 to 4 p.m., Art Club with Miss Wilson, and Diversity Club with Senior Jay. We also have a baseball game against Mount Carmel. That time is at 4 p.m. And then on Friday, we have Boys Across versus Lansdowne at 4 p.m. Also, we have softball versus Lock Raven at 4 p.m.
In class news, attention seniors, this is just a reminder that April 11th is your last day to order cap and gowns. You can purchase them at the school store or online by scanning the QR code on the senior bulletin board in the cafeteria.
Also, this is just a reminder that the Hershey Park fundraiser ends tomorrow. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a ticket, please scan the QR code on the screen, or you can pay in cash to Ms. Ganley, located in the counseling office. Be sure to fill out the form that is located on the CHS Hub to tell us how many tickets you will be ordering.
In club news, are you interested in exploring careers in education or just curious about the world of teaching and learning? Join Educators Rising. This is a group open to all students. You don't have to have plans to be a teacher to participate. Meetings will be held every Wednesday from 2:45 to 4 p.m. Together, we can discuss important topics in education and engage in opportunities that connects to the field. Come check it out and see how you can make a difference. See Mr. Fleming in room 30 if you have any questions.
All right, once again, I want to thank Jasmine for her internship. However, we're actually here because we also want to spotlight Jasmine for one of the competitions that we had, and we have a special teacher that's going to be giving us this information this time. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Hello, my name is Mr. Patterson, and this is a shout out to Jasmine Woodland, who won the NWITC competition for Maryland for her game Hope, which is all about restoring the future. I don't know what that means, but congratulations.
All right, that's Mr. Patterson, and he wanted to congratulate you, and Chesapeake High School wants to congratulate you on your honorable mention for this game design. Tell me a little bit about the game that you were actually, you put together.
So, Hope is pretty much about collecting trash and recycling. It's meant to teach younger students, so elementary school, middle school students. And overall, there's 3 levels to the game. Each level gets progressively difficult, so have scaffolding learning with a tutorial at the beginning, which helps to combine a lot of the elements that we learned in IMP. And overall, I had really fun making the game. It was over a pretty long course because it does take a long time to do the games. Well, but all the elements were made by me in Blender, Unity, and After Effects.
Well, I want to congratulate you. I actually played a little bit with this.
Yes.
And at this time, we're actually going to show your submission to learn a little bit more about Hope, especially your game engine. It looks great. So we want to say congratulations to you.
Thank
you. That's our show for today. We're going to end with Jasmine's a little bit about Hope and her game. So until next time, Mr. Faust.
I'm Jasmine Woodland.
Have a great day,
Chesapeake. Picture of Sar's brother. Once pressing A and leaving through the door, the players then spawned in the hallway. Once going down the hallway and down the stairs, the players then put into the living room where they're able to start their next quest. Once going to the paper and reading it, the players then able to press B and prompt it to their next quest. Their next quest is to go to the door and go out to the city. Once getting to Miss Rose's house, the player is introduced to Miss Rose's daughter, Macy. Macy is used throughout the game to give the player directions on how to complete mini-games. They are taught what is recyclable and not recyclable, and how to pick up trash and to dispose of it in the correct bins. The player first selects a piece of trash by collecting A, then goes over to a bin. If they select the wrong bin on the first try, they are prompted to try the other bin. This is not only used to teach the player how to correct their actions, but it's also used as a kind of correction system later on in the game for if somebody doesn't remember something, or if they need a little bit more help when it comes to retaining information. Once the players collected all the trash, they are then prompted to go and talk to Macy. Once finished talking to Macy, they're taken to the newspaper room, where they can read over the newspaper and then see what Sarah thinks about it in the corkboard room. After leaving the corkboard this time, it's now the next weekend, and Sarah prompts the player to go back out and help Macy again. This time, the trash is moved from Macy's house into 2 of the neighbors' houses. However, unlike Macy's house, there is no recycling bin at the other houses. The player is then directed to sort trash at the houses, but for any recycling matters, they have to take it back to Macy's house. Once finished collecting all the trash on this level, they are thanked once more by Macy and continue through the cycle to do one more level. At the final level, there is no trash bin at either of the 2 houses from the level before. The player must now collect trash and recyclable items from each yard and take them all the way to Macy's house. Once completing this level, the player is also introduced to another win cycle, but once getting back to the bedroom and going through the door, they are taken back to the start screen to start the whole process over again. Through the process of making Hope, I use such apps as Unity, Blender, Procreate, and Illustrator when making the models, the textures, and coding the game all together. I would like to say thank you so much for your consideration in this challenge, and I have had a really nice time making this game and also having it be with a really good purpose.